Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Toronto Rock Athletic Center for Rock Elite League action here from the Prospects Division. Matthew Carrick in to call this one for you, along with our crew, as it's picked up by Team Black. They obviously going left to right, the black uniforms, white shoulder caps, facing Team Red, with, of course, the red uniforms, and they have white shoulder caps as well. Black starting with the opening possession here. They start to come after red goaltender Cam McLeod, who gets the start. Only goaltender in the lineup for Team Black, Cameron Dunkerley, with an 0-1 record so far. And an early goal there, Andrew Ecclestone had a good look at the foot as it came through the crease, but it is ruled the opening goal for Team Black. And it looks like it's going to be Dustin Pratt getting that opening marker, his 9th of the season. Breaks the statistical tie with his teammate, Dustin Pratt and Jake Boudreau. Tie for second coming into this game with 19 points apiece. Good enough for second in the Prospect Division. As there's a crease crash. Tap on the helmet there from Curtis Hubbard, as he was the man who went into McLeod hard. Back the other way, though. Here comes Team Red. They'll get their first offensive possession. It was started by Curtis McGrath. It's in on the half boards now. Mark Gordonio asks them to play the ball. He's the other official down there on the floor. 5 on the shot clock as they do bring it out. Colton Gaunt takes the shot, and it's just wide. As Gaunt resets the shot clock, but rebound picked up by Black, and here they come the other way. Stopping in front of the red bench. It's passed out of the stick of Dalton McGinnis, and running underneath of it, Dawson Brown now. Brown there with the shot off the backboards. It comes all the way up top. A bit of a stutter step from McGinnis. Getting it in tight. Sam Gower had to tiptoe the crease as the shot went through. Didn't get enough of McLeod to reset, though, and now it's picked up by Red. The shot clock will reset here. It's brought up by Andre Cussin. Pardon me, it looks like Curtis McGrath as he turns, and it's the 18 on the back. Number of picks in front as the ball moves to the far side. Hubbard up top, now goes in to set a pick. Rolling around near side here. Here is Dustin Pratt. He takes the shot. Save made early there by Dunkerley. As now Team Black will work up the floor. This is Spencer Gaunt. He passes off. Harrison Clark going in now. McLeod goes down. He makes that save. Rebound picked up by Red. Still just 1-0 here if you're joining us a touch late. Shots 3-2 in favor of the visiting team. That bench occupied by Team Black here in this one today. Ball batted ahead by Jack Carter for Team Red, but into the stick of Jake Boudreau. Brampton Junior B product. Brings it up. Passes for Harrison Clark. And Clark will pass back. Now Black trying to work off the half boards. Curtis Hubbard leading the way. Hubbard stops, sidesteps his way. Up and outside. As Black will just hang on for the face-off. Andre Cussin had the ball there. Was turned over, and Red comes out, leaning on his man, Rowan Kelly. Coming out of Junior B up, Markham Ironhead. Passing into the corner, looking for Bear Hiniak. Saw 3 games of Junior C action, and we've got a early man off the bench. Dustin Pratt, I think. A quick release. And that's going to be first penalty of the game. Too many players against Team Black. Andrew Suter disagrees. A great afternoon for Andrew Suter. Of course, coming back from knee surgery, a member of the New England Black Wolves as they pick up Sean Evans. That news breaking early this afternoon. Tyler Digby and 2 first-round picks going to Calgary in exchange for league MVP. Red arguing a little bit that should be a delay of game. Andrew Ecclestone says no. So Red's going to bring it up, led by Oakville product Mason Wright. Andrew Derrick with it now. Up top, right again. Shot comes from the far side, Parahiniak. As Evan Parahiniak took that one, it did catch the shoulder of Dunkerley. And it'll be a fresh 30 here for Red. Outside the crease. Bit of a jump shot there from Derrick, field style, and Michael Harris. He picked up that rebound, got a quick shot away. That's about 3 or 4 saves from Dunkerley right in tight. Matches all of them. But Red now still with 50 seconds on their power play, ringing one off the iron from outside is Wright again. 25 points in 15 games this year in Junior C action for Mason Wright. 12 of those goals. He's going to get another opportunity walking in, and he's going to tie it up on the 6th shot of the game. Mason Wright on the power play. Sounds like assists going to Rowan Kelly and Dawson Brown. Andrew Ecclestone with the report. Face off, up for grabs here momentarily before it is picked up by Callum Gertley. Gertley will just bounce it over for Harrison Clark. And now Clark to the top of the fan, took the shot, may have hit a bit of the stick of Justin Turner, who stepped up, rebound over top of everybody. Brandon Hunt runs underneath of it, takes a shot from his wrong side. Nice job of the defender there to force him that way, and Jake Boudreau. Puts the brakes on. She reaches the fan, up for Clark. Clark will start things off on the far side. Boudreau, a couple fakes. Had McLeod looking down. We've got a conversation going on in front of the crease. And now a bit of stick work, and they're going to tie up. All of that allowed to take place as Justin Turner and Harrison Clark go their separate ways. Turner dishes off and heads to the bench as Stephen Portelli gets his first touch of the game. Back to the goal scorer, Mason Wright. On the power play, tying things up. We've got 16 minutes to go here in the first of 2 24-minute halves. Run time here in Rock Elite action. Visit rockeliteleague.com for schedule, standings, and scores and stats from the Rock Elite League here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. All season long, Monday night prospect action. Tuesdays are Pee-wees. Wednesday Bantam, Thursday Midgets, as we've got another jousting match. Big loose ball battle, though. Hayden Coleman. I believe Michael Harris in there as well. The arm was up from Mark Cardonio, so we're going to have a delayed penalty call. It will be a slash. And I believe it's coming to Team Red, so after the power play goal from Mason Wright tied things up here, it's now Black's turn. See what they can do, man up. Andrew Suter gives instructions from the bench, along with DJ Clevey over there. Coaching Team Black. Pass from Hayden Coleman. Finds the turf. Owen Quick picks up. They get it back for Coleman again. Or for Steven Rashinsky. Looking back for the corner where Curtis McGrath couldn't hang on. 5 on the shot clock now. And that's a rough interference call there. As the shot clock was down to 6. It's the correct one against Rowan Kelly, but it resets the shot clock here. And Black, it's another chance to set up. Couple side steps in. It's Hayden Coleman. Took the shot and the save from McLeod. And then on the doorstep, Spencer Gaunt gets an opportunity that McLeod sends away. On the boards, Black has body position. Now Red wins it back as they spin around. And it is going to be Red winning the ball as Rowan Kelly comes out. He leans into Rachinsky. Can Kelly and Raczynski take their battle all the way to the half boards? Now into the corner. 15 on the shot clock. Red content to keep it here with 40 on the remaining on the penalty. Comes up top for Andrew Derrick. Shot from outside, didn't get enough of Dunkerley to reset. So it comes back up, and that'll be a shot clock violation. And Black will get their last opportunity here on their man advantage. 20 seconds to go in that slashing penalty. Jake Boudreau, he plays catch up top. They were looking for the cutter inside, and Curtis Hubbard has to run underneath of it, picks it out of the corner. Back up top for Boudreau. His sidearm shot hits McLeod square in the midsection, and he hangs on for the whistle. And now Red, with the penalty over, will dump it the length of the floor. I believe that's Jarrett Petrie getting there first. Passed it up top, and as they return to the near side, Justin Turner can't hang on. So they go outside the restraining line for Brandon Hunt. Up top again. Here's Hunt one more time. His shot rings off Dunkerley. It finds the corner. Dunkerley adjusting the equipment there a little bit as Hunt takes it back to the corner. Dawson Brown up top. Brown looking for help. Boudreau on him. Gets the cutter, though, and it's Justin Turner in on the goal. Brandon Hunt, Dawson Brown picking up the assists as Brown's been in on both now in the game for Team Red. It did come 5-on-5. Black wanting this one restarted as there was no one to accept that face-off. Stephen Portelli did get there but couldn't get set in time, and now his Red team manages to get him the ball, though. As it slides off the errant pass, Dunkerley will hang on. He'll start the counterattack all the way up to center. 8 count was on. So we play NLL rules here in Rock Elite League. 2015 NLL rules. There are some additional face-off changes and speed of game rules that have been announced that will take place in 2016, but we continue under the 2015 version of the rule book just to keep the officials on their toes. Rowan Kelly down the far side. He puts the brakes on, drawing the double team into the corner. Mason Wright stepping through. That one rolled around in the crease. And as we get under 11 minutes to play now, Black takes it out over mid-floor. Here's Boudreau, faked once to the stick side, or pardon me, to the glove side, went back stick side, and we're all knotted up again. Jake Boudreau, I think they give the assist to Spencer Gott. Boudreau, 20 goals through 19 junior B games out in Brampton. As there's going to be a high sticking penalty here. Slash went a bit high from one of the Black defenders. Goaltender has gone to the bench. 6 attackers are on now for Team Black as we hit 10 minutes to go in the period. Still tied 2-2. Late in the shot clock here as it comes up for Derrick. Andrew Derrick. 26 points through 16 games for Oakville's Junior C squad. For Andrew Derrick. As it rolls around up top now for Justin Turner. Turner. He finds Dawson Brown, who's got his 3rd point of the game. This time a goal as it comes on the delayed penalty. And that makes it 3-2 on the 12th shot. Justin Turner and Evan Parahiniak on the assists. Sam Gower leads Team Red with 10 points through the season. As there's the dive we were talking about, and the feet came through as the body made contact with the goaltender. Enough to draw a bit of a shove from Cam McLeod, but no other attention from his teammates as Red brings it back. That shot, pass goes errant, looking for Dalton McGinnis in the corner. This one lifted down the floor, and what a pass there, just unable to pick up was Owen Quick. He works his way all the way into the corner. Quick out with it now. He comes up for Hayden Coleman. Coleman waits for his line mates to complete a change. As the middle opens up for Spencer Gaunt. Takes that shot, it's off the back glass, and running underneath of it, Andrew Derrick. Here's the speed he's got in transition. Takes the shot, going with him. Dunkerley makes the left-hand save. Pushes it into the corner, picked up by Michael Harris. "25 games for Harris through 2 years in the Brampton Junior B system. He would know Jake Boudreau pretty well. As they work through the middle again, here's Mason Wright. One more time, and a stick save made there by Dunkerley, and again looks way up floor to try and start the counterattack. Very impressive performance so far from Cameron Dunkerley, both making the saves and with that stick, the soup spoon style, as opposed to the big summer woodies. But he's making it work for him in the crease. 7 minutes to play now, as that shot rings off the arm of the defender and then off the pipe. Does reset as Dustin Pratt picks up. And here comes Black the other way. 3-on-1 as they go to Boudreau again. His sidearm shot. McLeod nicely goes to his right to make that save. He's trying to drop down now. Trying to bat it out of the air with Black, and contact made with the net. Feet were in the crease, as was the ball. So it'll be a crease violation, and here comes Red. Off the change, Dawson Brown. 3 goals on the board for Team Red. 3 points already in the books for Brown on the night. As they work it through, Justin Turner. Looked like Dunkerley was getting ready to lay the axe head down and thought better of it. Just elects to pass off to Curtis Hubbard, and he had trouble hanging on in the crease. Owen Quick, though, uses his feet to get him inside the restraining line. Shot clock already down to 15 as they work into the corner. Back up top they go, skipping it off the backboards. And now playing his own rebound is Steven Rachinski. Rachinski's shot just does beat the shot clock as Cam McLeod able to make the save. Red with the rebound, though, and stood up at the restraining line is Rachinski. It's Dustin Pratt. And will they clear center? Mark O'Donio says no, as they were right there. Great job done by Steven Rachinski. Over center, Boudreau, the ball carrier now. Leaning on him, Spencer Gaunt. Boudreau passes off. So we've got a few players jousting at different spots, and Spencer Gaunt cuts to the middle, takes the shot, and he has a few words for, I think, Andrew Derrick. May have been Rowan Kelly as well, but it is a goal from Spencer Gaunt. And I believe Callum Gertley picking up the assist. I think it was a 9, may have been a 5 that they announced as well, but either way, the third goal of the game. 13-11 now the shots favoring Team Red. They're going to win the faceoff here, straight down the floor and straight into the back of the net for Colton Gaunt. Pardon me, Rowan Kelly. Red number 8 off the face-off dot. He goes back to it again. Rolled it over for Parahiniak, and Evan Parahiniak initially couldn't hang on, but does pick up now, pushes into the corner. Bracing off the glass, walking out of the corner, ducking and driving. Michael Harris gets all the way to the cage, takes the shot. Save made by Dunkerley. 20 minutes gone, 4 to play in this first half as Boudreau on the crease again, gets McLeod off the pipe and scores. Boudreau having himself a game. With the assist going to Harrison Clark and Callum Gertley. Fakes off here, pushed ahead now. That was Portelli at the dot. And we're going to have a moving screen just as Mason Wright was cutting to the net. A couple players arrive underneath us for game number 2. Coming up next here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center as we play in the Prospect Division. Team Black, Team Red here on a Monday night. Pee-wees will come in tomorrow. Wednesday, Bantams. Thursday, 6 teams in the Midget Division will do battle here in the Rock Elite League. Full schedule at rockeliteleague.com. That shot into the stick of the defender, dropped down to the turf. And that allows Brandon Hunt to pick up and step into a huge rip down the floor. Again, Dunkerley looking to lead his man. It's Hayden Coleman this time who can't pick up. At some point during this game, that's going to connect, and it's going to be spectacular, the finish. A couple of players collide and fall there. Immediately the defenders all over the ball carrier, and that shot just hooks slightly, and unfortunately it's going to be an over and back call. Quick restart, though, as Dawson Brown able to get in on net. Dunkerley wasn't sure where it was, but he did make the save with the left arm. Under 2 to play as Boudreau jogs it up into the red zone. Up top they go for Callum Gertley. Here's Gertley on his wrong side, works it down into the corner, passes off. Then stepping through is Andre Cusson. That one went off red before rolling into the crease for McLeod. Minute 27 as McLeod passes up. Dalton McGinnis. McGinnis to the crease, stepping through Rowan Kelly. 5-hole opened up, and not before Rowan Kelly could put it home. I believe the assists went to Dalton McGinnis, definitely, and I think the second one they said 13, which is Jack Carter. I didn't think we've seen out there just yet for Red, but bit of a mix-up down there. Parahiniak and I think Curtis McGrath, and they called Parahiniak. And now Red's going to get timeout as they gain center. 26 seconds on the clock. 5-4 is the score, and there he is, Cameron Dunkerley. A great start to this game. Down by 1 here, though, making 14 saves in this opening half. Dunkerley came in allowing just 18 goals through his first 4 games played. Rylan Hartley also on the club, not here this evening. Hartley with a record of 1-2. Dunkerley 0-1 with an 8.91 goals against average through 97 minutes. Doing pretty good here tonight, although he's already 4 goals away from his average. Blaine McCauley, Mike Faulkner. Giving the troops the instructions. Tam McLeod will remain in the net. Brown. Over for Derrick. Down in the corner. Andrew Derrick has it again. Looks off Dustin Brown. Here comes McLeod now on the delayed goaltender pull. Les Bartley 10 on the shot clock as they work hard for it in the corner. There is Jack Carter. He goes hard into the boards, and Boudreau spun and lifted it high. It went off the rafters. Shot clock expires, as does the game clock now, and it will end the first half. A 1-goal lead for the home side. Team Red 5-4 over Team Black. They'll take a couple minutes to discuss. And we'll step aside and be right back from the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Rock Elite League action. Back inside Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Rock Elite League action in the Prospects Division, Junior Division. A number of these young men have played in the Ontario Junior Loop, either A, B, or C. Stats from the first period. Dawson Brown with 3 points for Team Red. A goal on the delayed penalty. That takes him up to 10 points, tying him with the team lead with Sam Gower in that category. Justin Turner, a goal and an assist. Gives him 8 on the season. Rowan Kelly, 3 points as well with 2 goals. Power play goal for Mason Wright. Then assist to Jack Carter, Brandon Hunt, Dalton McGinnis, and Evan Parahiniak. Jake Boudreau leads the way for Team Black with 2 goals. Dustin Pratt, Spencer Gaunt, the other goal scorers. Assists go twice to Callum Gertley, Spencer Gaunt, and Harrison Clark. And we are underway. Opening possession of period number 2 goes the same way that period 1 did to Team Black as they work down. Cam McLeod still remains in the net, as does Cameron Dunkerley for their respective squads. That shot gets in behind McLeod, but it finds the iron. As you can see, teams have switch ends here for this second half. 5-4 the score in favor of Team Red. So we've got a moving screen, more extracurriculars between Jack Carter and someone else. And Mark Cardonio just awards the ball back the other way. Boudreau up to play defense. Good offensive game in that first half for Boudreau. Played pretty good defense as well. Very impressive performance. He's going to come away with a Lucy here as Boudreau looks over the shoulder and he sees Stephen Portelli, Halton Hills Junior C AP. He got into 1 game this season for Halton Hills. As the sidearm shot goes in there, the save made by McLeod. A couple shoves to McLeod's left as he looks up. Floor pass through the center though, and there to steal that one away was Steven Raczynski. And it's going to be picked up by Red. They go cross center. That was close as Andrew Cusson was there. Cusson may have been looking big hit, I think, as he just realized the ball was there at the last second, popped the stick up as well. Evan Barahiniak keeps it outside. Now they work the righties into the mix. Big pick in front. They'll turn it into a pick and roll. A nice slide over and recognition by Harrison Clark's shot still came from Justin Turner, though. I think it was Clark just bumping Turner enough. Didn't get a lot on that ball. And right at center, but not over, according to Mark Gardonio, was Andre Cusson, and that allows Red to come in streaking off the bench. There's the shot from Andrew Derrick. Equally great save made by Dunkerley as he came across to his left with the glove and made the save. Hayden Kuhlman looks to the far side. Boudreau sees that one drop down. Now Boudreau takes the shot, bounces off the boards, comes right in front for Dustin Pratt. Pratt dancing around, gets it outside for McGrath. Curtis McGrath was looking for Pratt again in the middle, and two Red players are going to break out on the errant ball. Keeping is Andrew Derrick. He works in and scores. Unassisted now, that brings the lead up to 2, 6-4, 23 shots. Now as we're just over 3 minutes gone here in the second half. Steve Portelli crouches in for the face-off. He went against Owen Quick there. It was Quick winning it back for Jake Boudreau. They call heads up as there was a Red defender in the vicinity. We'll have a good battle coming up next as Team White and Team Blue will do battle here on Monday evening. Back down the other way, another save made by Dunkerley. Black quick to return it. Here is Quick working into the corner. Outside the restraining line, they go for Callum Gertley. As Gertley finds his man in tight, that pass, the stick was tied up. And that'll bounce out of play for a change of possession as Red is going to slowly bring it up out over the restraining line into the zone. Red working with it here. Far side wheeling around through a couple picks, taking the shot, Rowan Kelly. Bounces off the backboards. Evan Parahiniak is there. Parahiniak falls as they work for the ball. Andre Cusson on the near side. He's going to take Parahiniak into the boards. Now Parahiniak falls as the ball scoots away. Trying to pick up Rowan Kelly. May have taken a bit of a chop as the ball still loose. Now rolls out over the restraining line. 5 on the shot clock as Dawson Brown picks up. Brown trying to take it to the cage. Takes the shot, does beat the clock just as the siren goes. And it's Rowan Kelly chasing into the corner. Kelly out with it, has a man on the crease. It's Parahiniak, going with him is Dunkerley. And save made, and Parahiniak got just tied up in the crease. Dunkerley made the save and caused a crease violation. Dunkerley stretching out the right leg now. We keep our eye on him down in that crease. Remember, just one goalie aside on the bench here. Normally, Bailey Brown backs up Cam McLeod. Normally, Ryan Hartley is down there for Team Black. Shot clock down to 4 as Black, I believe that was Boudreau again, ripping one. Made the save, but as it bounced off the dasher, it went straight to Red. Here's Spencer Gaunt. May have, I thought he was drawing the hold, but it's just a reset call as Dunkerley forced to make another save. His 21st of the game now, as we're less than 18 minutes to play here in the second half. 6-4 still to score in favor of Team Red. Black pick and roll as they look for their first of the period. That one's off the corner of the crossbar. Hayden Kuhlman ran through the crease to play that loose ball. What a shot there. Off the pick and roll, and now the clearing attempt is going to bounce off the stick of one of the black players. High pass there for Owen Quick. Handles it outside the restraining line. Coleman back to play for it. Bouncing in front, Andrew Derrick. Right at the restraining line, a big loose ball battle. Now we're going to get a couple of shoves, and gloves are going to come high between Hayden Coleman and Stephen Portelli. And that's going to be penalties. And an extra one given to Coleman, I think, was the signal from Ecclestone. I think Coleman's getting 4. Offsetting roughing, and then an extra slash on the side of Coleman, I believe, is the sign, as they want an extra man in the box, and Red's going to start with the ball. Sam Gower, the lone representative in this game, who was part of the junior NLL tournament held here back in the summer. 9 points, a goal, and 8 assists for Gower in that tournament. He's played 26 Rock Elite League games. He's got 64 points. Colton Gaunt, number 8 for Black, also part of that junior NLL team in the prospect division. Junior division, I should say. Although we have yet to see Colton Gaunt loose ball battle here. Boudreau over to play for it. It's one away, though. Back up for Rowan Kelly. Red player ran through the crease there, but didn't touch the ball. 5 on the clock. Hard shot ended up tied up in the shorts of Mason Wright. As Black gets it up over center and just tipped out of the stick there. I believe the stick check came from Rowan Kelly. The beneficiary was Michael Harris. What an arm save from Dunkerley. That brings the Sticks to life on the bench of Black. Still got to kill off 38 seconds of power play time, though, as we play 5-on-4. The in-home will come out at the end of the 2 minutes. The other 2 players will have to wait for the next dead ball. As that shot from outside, Brandon Hunt, power play goal. Just a clean rip. Stretches it to 7-4 now. 30th shot on net as we have passed the 15 minutes to go mark. And I think they gave Dawson Brown sounded like they gave Dawson Brown another assist there. If they did, that's his 3rd of the game. Another good stick check there by Red, and it's about 4 or 5 offensive chances that have been thwarted here by the active sticks of Team Red, as here comes Andre Cussin. Pardon me, there was Team Black that time, of course. Pass goes up in front of Red bench. Man pops out the door just in time, and again, quick off the bench for Andrew Derrick. As Derrick is going to score again, maybe the shorter bench of Team Black starting to tire a little bit here. No assist given, but one definitely passed off there as Dunkerley on the bench getting some equipment work done. He's actually on the Red bench. Looks like that's the bench that had the tape on it. So Dunkerley goes over there to get the equipment worked out and returns to the pipes, and a bit of a dance goes on as they play Ring Around the Rosie at the dot. Dawson Brown thought he had it. Danced away without the ball. That allowed Derek to go with it, and it rolls away from him, Jake Boudreau. Back for another loose ball in this game. Boudreau gets a pick that springs him through the neutral zone as it works back for McGrath. McGrath for Gertley. They go to the far side now. Raczynski. Raczynski back for McGrath. So he was trying to return the pass to the far side. It was intercepted by guess who? Andrew Derrick. As Derrick runs in. What a quick release there. The left hand of Dunkerley equal to that task. And as he slides, he was down low. The open top of the net was open. And they just couldn't find it from Derrick. Derrick's going to go for a change here, as the over and back violation will give it to Spencer Gaunt and Team Black. And Jake Boudreau dives through another pipe hit by Black here. It's the third one of the game. As Boudreau gets it back, bounces off the stick. Harris. Michael Harris can't pick up as we pass the halfway mark of this second half. Reaching out of the crease was Dunkerley. He goes quickly up to center floor, where it's immediately passed over by Dustin Pratt. And his Team Black called timeout here. Interesting timeout call by DJ Clevey. His team gathers around him. Cameron Dunkerley coming to the bench. Looks like just for water as they discuss. And as ball hockey continues behind us on the concrete slab. Of course, the big news here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center, turf is down outside as the outdoor field just about getting ready to go. Primarily lacrosse lines drawn in, but Toronto Rock owner Jamie Dawick saying there are some soccer lines in there as well. Is this a great facility for the youth of Ontario and Oakville area for the game of lacrosse, either indoor or outdoor now. To the far side, sidestepping away was Harrison Clark. I don't think that's what they drew up in the huddle, as it's turned over by Red. They double up Team Black now, 8-4 off that most recent goal. Andrew Derrick has started to come to life in this period, as some of the defense maybe starts to tire a little bit. The dip and dunk from Rowan Kelly. The reverse dip and dunk, I guess, as he tried to dunk first. And then the dip. Dunkerley was on to Kelly there. So Kelly chases Boudreau all the way down into the corner. Up top, Hayden Coolman. Coolman got a pick, elected not to pass off as the man rolled off to the net, takes a shot himself as it rolls to the half boards. There on the ball is Owen Quick. They work out of the corner. Quick was tied up, so they have to look for someone else. Steven Raczynski has that stolen away by Roland Kelly. So chase into the corner. Jake Boudreau will slow things down. Now he steps in with 10 on the clock. As the hard shot comes from outside, that's just off the shoulder of McLeod. He's been pretty solid as well. That's just the 22nd shot of the game. Only 4 goals allowed. And too much coming there from Red. Andrew Ecclestone resets the shot clock for Team Black as they get the minor interference call. Just outside of the fan, a bit of a stumble there from Quick. As Quick off the half boards. Playing it off the glass now, having to run underneath of it, far side for Curtis Hubbard. He collects. Callum Gertley takes a little extra bump as he lets go. Sidearm shot from Kuhlman from outside just as the shot clock expires, and Sam Gower was running down. I believe that hit off Dustin Pratt for going into the corner. Shot clock continues to tick down here. Under 20 as they passed up for Parahiniak. And racing into that one was Harrison Clark, so he could get the turnover. But he would have got it anyways, as that would have been easily over and back. Harrison Clark may have been better served to stay right where he was at and get that quick restart. He was home free. Goes in on McLeod here, may have hit him high in the face mask. Then almost got dragged down, gets a little shove for his efforts. This comes from way outside, sidearm now from Gertley. Gertley chases his own rebound. I didn't think that hit anything as it went off the backboards. That should have been over and back, I would think. But no call coming as clock continues to tick down here. 10 seconds for Gertley. Rolls out for Kuhlman. Off the backboards again. He comes outside the restraining line, and Harrison Clark fumbles with it as it's going to be picked up by Red and just elect to jog in front of their own bench. First pass faked. Second one goes for real as ball carrier gets taken hard into the boards. Dawson Brown leaves it to the front door. Michael Harris on the reverse. Takes a shot. Dunkerley the save. Lands in the stick of Hayden Kuhlman. And a conversation in behind the play. We've got a illegal cross check. Is it going? If Red's the only penalty here, that's an odd stoppage. As Spencer Gaunt, his run is just making his way up the floor. Brandon Hunt is going to be the man headed off here. But it was Black with the ball, and Ecclestone stopped play to send Hunt to the box. As here's Boudreau, just the 2 minutes on the board, but a chance now with 7.5 to play for Team Black to get back in this one. Errant shot, though, goes out over center. Red is closest, so they just reset. As Sam Gower runs into it on his wrong side. Passes back over the shoulder for Dawson Brown. Brown is going to stop where he is. Cuts back the other way to the restraining line now. Spencer Gaunt now marking his man at the restraining line. Follows Sam McGinnis all the way to the far side, and that ends up being a pick. A nice recovery, though, by Clark as Mason Wright got in right on top of Dunkerley as it's going to roll free. And Dunkerley there to pick up the loose ball. It was a crease violation anyways, though, so Jake Boudreau will get it over center for Hayden Kuhlman. And Gaunt looks like he's trying to stir something up here in the late going of this one as he got into a Red player. Keep your eye on 17 Black. He's just inside the fan. Over in the corner, marking the ball carrier now. Looks like he's a little hot here as this one ticks down. A 4-player battle for this loose ball. It's going to force the shot clock against Team Red. They were closest with body position as Michael Harris comes out of the pile. But again, still killing off the penalty. Harris content to just leave it sit there in the final 10 seconds of the power play as Boudreau is going to bring it up to the restraining line. Doors open now as we go back to 5-on-5 with 5.5 to play in the period. That one hits square off the bean of McLeod on the 23rd shot. 2 on nobody. And no one can pick up the ball as Dunkerley does nice. Oh, and look out here. As the penalty was already coming against Red, and Ecclestone's going to let him go, have the scrap here. Stephen Portelli gave a bit of a shot to Dunkerley. Coming into his aid, Harrison Clark jumped Dunkerley. Gloves and buckets are still on here as they throw. And Portelli, he's landed a couple right into the side of that mask. And now a couple uppercuts from Clark. Again, with the buckets on. This is dangerous stuff here. And it looks like they're just going to be gassed out. And maybe some knuckle work going to happen in the box, as we'll see what the calls are here. Reminder, these are NLL rules, so we'll see. There was already a checking in the crease call, I believe, or goaltender interference against Steven Portelli. As Dunkerley made that save, he went to release, and Portelli gave him a bump. Clark went after him, jumped him, had a few shots while he was on the ground, and Ecclestone was the only goaltender down there, or pardon me, the only official down there. So he did the right thing for himself in allowing that one to escalate, but my goodness, some huge bombs. With buckets and gloves on, it looks like Harrison Clark is going to be the man that gets taken off here, and I think that's the correct call. Of course, no PA announcer here for Rock Elite League, so we'll speculate at the calls. Definitely tossed for fighting. 5:20 on the clock, so if there was anything extra, either an instigator to Clark or the checking from behind to Portelli, that would do it for the game for them anyways. As this one's kicked ahead by Red. Ecclestone says no to the over and back violation. Gaunt is there. He's going to let it roll back to his goaltender. And Dunkerley right underneath of our broadcast position. Curtis McGrath is there. Keeps it off the glass. Under 5 to go. 8-4. Make it 8-5 as Jake Boudreau steps into one. Boudreau's got the hat trick. I believe that's the first goal of the period. Took almost a full 20 minutes to get it. Some great job by the Red defense, combined with Cam McLeod. Junior C goaltender from Halton Hills, 9 games. 6-3 record, just north of a 7 goals against average. And he's underneath that here in this one. As McLeod came into this game, 8.5 goals against through 4 games here in Rock Elite action. Black bench changing personnel. So they come outside, Andre Cussin. Back for Quick down in the corner. Come restraining line again. And in the crease, another shot in. Ball was in the stick of McLeod. I guess Gardonio was going to save, but it looked like a definite shot there from Owen Quick. And McLeod just has to dump it the length of the floor as he looks for somebody to stop the 8 count. 15 on the clock as Red picks up, though. Stepping in, taking the shot that's off the left shoulder of Dunkerley. Through the legs, shot attempt goes well wide off the backboards. Running into it now, looking for it, Justin Turner. And streaking through the middle, Dawson Brown. That's had a good game on the stat sheet so far, looking to add a goal to that total. As Dunkerley made a couple big saves, closing in on 30 now in 8 seconds, just as that one was released. As Ecclestone makes the call again. Nice pick up here by Sam Gower, cutting through right in front of the crease, shot and a goal. As the Rock Elite veteran has another one. Give him 7 now on the season, 11 points, as that's just the first point of the game. Dawson Brown's 4. Jumped him up to the team lead. Now he's tied with Sam Gower. Both of them at 11. Closing in on the 2-minute warning. As Dustin Pratt to Boudreau on the far side. Boudreau awaits the pick. It comes from Spencer Gaunt. The dunk shot, and it's in. Heads up there as McLeod was down in the crease. Important thing there, the feet have to stay out. It was either Curtis McGrath or Hayden Coolman. I believe Coolman was the man in behind McLeod there. .22 points on the season now for Jake Boudreau, though, as Boudreau goes back after his man the other way. 22 points is enough to have a statistical tie. Top spot here in the junior division with Devin Pfeiffer, who will join Team Blue in our next game. Give and go intercepted here by Team Black as Red looks like just trying to run this one out. 9-6 leading. Boudreau looking to take sole possession of top spot in the standings. Ran through the crease, couldn't play for it as he looks up to the score clock. Dunkerley making the run here. They'll go extra attacker. As he heads to the bench, Andre Cussin. Back for Boudreau, who picks it out of the scrum. Final minute now as the shot comes from the near corner. They're going to leave Dunkerley where he is. He won't try and catch up. As Andrew Derrick ran underneath, one of the rare ones this half he couldn't hang on to. As Cussin takes it out of the corner. They do get it up over center to beat the 8 count. And now Gaunt is tied up in front of the crease again with someone in red. And we're going to have a scrap. Jake Boudreau drops the glove. Andrew Derrick, 2 of the point scorers in this game, are going to swing. Just started just inside the restraining line, and they both tie up, and they're going to get taken down before anything more can come of it. Not sure what was said there, but 32.6, they'll head to the rooms as Boudreau's going to have a different number on when he comes back to the rink next week. That jersey is headed to the workshop to become some mop-up rags, I think. Jake Boudreau, Andrew Derrick. 5-on-5, looks like just 5 for fighting if they don't add the game misconduct on there. They give the ball to Team Red as they were about to have it as that one expired in 32.6. Looks like Red not in any hurry to test Dunkerley here on this one. That's the horn from the ball hockey game behind us. We've still got 15 seconds here. 16 now as the stick has snapped from the hands of Rowan Kelly. Ball carrier pushed all the way up. It's Michael Harris who now turns the corner, takes the shot on Dunkerley with 4 on the shot clock. Picked out of midair, Curtis Hubbard, and that will do it for the game as they continue to slash around, and that'll stop it. No more action down on the floor as teams will separate, making a 9-6 score off 39 shots to 27 for Team Red as they pick up the victory, the first one of the season for Cam McLeod. Through 4 games, the loss will go to Cameron Dunkerley, drops his record to 0-2. Handshakes inside the Toronto Rock Athletic Center here in the Prospect Division. Reminder, stats, schedule, standings, and scores, rockeliteleague.com. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Matthew Carrick. On behalf of the Rock Elite League, be elite, everyone.